Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Infinite Frontier Joker. This is a pretty weird version of Joker. He's missing an eye and is holding it in his left hand. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane Toys, ages 12 plus, DC Multiverse, the Joker. Here he is in the package. He has a display stand, a collector's card, and a knife. One side of the package, the Joker from Infinite Frontier. Other side simply says the Joker. At the bottom, go to credits, and there is a barcode in case that helps anybody. And on the back side, here's the Joker posed up, missing one eye. So with no further ado, let's open him up. And I did end up getting two of these figures, one of which to open and enjoy, and one to keep unopened in my complete unopened Batman-related action figure collection. And I got this figure with a huge shipment of figures from figurineforall.com. It's a Canadian-based website. They have all the newest stuff for retail price. There's a 5% off discount code. Overall, this was cheaper than it would be to buy them at Target or Walmart. Cheaper than retail in the long run. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He has a display stand, a collector's card, and then simply a knife. But before we take a look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is the Joker from Infinite Frontier. Now something very specific about this figure, he's missing his right eye, and he's holding it in his left hand. Now why is Joker missing an eye? Well, I was wondering the same question. I guess in issue Batman number 99 and 100, Harley Quinn has shot the Joker in the face, shot him in his eye. She wasn't trying to kill him, she was just sort of establishing that she's willing to kill him if needed. She did wound him pretty bad and took out his eye. Now, I haven't actually read Infinite Frontier, but I do have Batman number 99 and 100, so I should go check that out. So let's take a look at him. Start with his head here. It's not super noticeable that his eye's missing. We'll take a closer look here shortly. His hair, it's pretty wild. It's kind of big, sticking up a little bit. Nice green, some white streaks going through it. Face has some personality. You can see his left eyebrow sort of cocked up. Big smile. Definitely the Joker. Purple suit, green vest, yellow flower, black shirt. It all looks very nice. Looks to be a new sculpt, at least on his torso area. Legs definitely look familiar. Pretty sure it's the same legs from the other Joker figures, but we'll check out the reuse later. Dress shoes, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. His little coat tail. And he's got that little eye in his hand there. It has absolutely no detail in it whatsoever. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt. Looks good. Hair's a little much for me. It looks like I was wrong about the eye. Not sure how well you can see that, but there is a pupil looking right at you. You just have to turn his hand in a certain direction. Now it would have been really nice if he came with an alternate left hand not holding the eye. That way, he could sort of be a regular Joker figure. The way this guy's done, with the eye missing and the eye stuck in his hand, he's very specific of a figure for unique circumstances. You can't really use him as an all-purpose Joker. I kind of want to cut the eye out, but I'm not going to do that. You could have him hold his hand up to his face, holding his eye right in front of his missing eye socket there. But the way he has his eye positioned at his hand, it's almost like he's staring right at his own eye, or having the eye stare at him. And I want to give a big shout out to my boy Albert. He's one of my subscribers. He posted a Joker diorama that he made on his Instagram channel. I told him how awesome it was. Then he made this one for me. This thing is fantastic. It's massive, and is one of the best pieces of my entire collection. Now for his accessories. And let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's that McFarlane display stand that we've seen time and time again. Black perfect circle. It says DC on the bottom. It's got one peg for the pegals on his feet. Very thin, very basic. Now for his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of Joker. On this one, he's got his left eye shut. It's supposed to be his right eye. He's holding a Joker card. The Joker from Infinite Frontier. On the back, there is a description. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause now. Now for his knife. It is a good looking knife, but it's just a knife. It's a shame that these figures can't come with guns. The blade looks good, a little cut out of the back here. Handle looks pretty good too. Looks like some wrap. Here's the Joker holding that knife. Now I wanted to check out the reuse of this figure. Upon first glance, I thought the legs were the same as the Arkham Asylum Joker, but to my surprise they are not. They're not the same as the Three Jokers Joker either. Arkham Asylum has a body. It's very unique looking, but very similar to this new Joker. All three of the Three Jokers, and the Death of the Family Joker share the same legs. It looks like this Joker has all new parts, and that's pretty cool. They could have easily reused stuff from previous releases. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, staying at about 7.2 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 18 centimeters. And if you go to the top of the hair, a little bit taller than that. Now for his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. He can look up about that far, down about that far, not too much there. Can tilt his head from one side to the other. Shoulders on a ball joint goes up way more than 90 degrees. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. He doesn't have a butterfly joint, but his jacket covers up that large gap. Bicep cut, double jointed elbows. His wrist can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. His torso, he's got the soft goods overlay. There is a ball joint in his waist, rotate around, forward and back, and I feel like there's a little bit more articulation here, but it's mostly just wasted. Legs complete as a splits, not a ball joint. McFarlane style hips. They go forward about that far, back not very much. Rotation's non-existent. Double jointed knees. Then his feet here, forward and back. Rotation, tilt, rock, and toe articulation. Here's the Joker holding his knife in front of this Joker diorama. Here's Joker on the top shelf of his Joker base. My Joker arm is so big it's an entire bookshelf. And a closer look at Joker on his table, all of his weapons laid out in front of him. Here's Joker just chilling in his base. He's got his gun pointed, threatening somebody, eye in his left hand. Doesn't get much crazier than that. Here's Joker with several of his Joker whores. Now let's check them out next to some of their action figures, starting off with some of the McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here's the Infinite Frontier Joker next to the Infinite Frontier Scarecrow. Even though the Joker's missing an eye, he's in a much more traditional look than Scarecrow. And here he is, next to the Infinite Frontier Damian Wayne Robin. Then, next to the Infinite Frontier Grifter. Here are all the different figures McFarlane has made from Infinite Frontier. I hope they make some more. Now let's check him out next to some of the McFarlane Joker figures. Here he is, next to the Arkham Asylum Joker. Then, next to the Rebirth Comic Joker. Here's the Infinite Frontier Joker, next to all three of the Three Jokers Joker figures. And here he is, next to the Dark Knight Returns Joker. Then, with the Death of the Family Joker. And now, next to McFarlane's Mortal Kombat 11 Joker. Here's every single McFarlane DC Multiverse Joker figure. And you know they're going to give us more. Here's Joker, next to McFarlane's Harley Quinn figures. Now let's check him out next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to the Nightfall Catwoman, Hush Batman, and Rebirth Mr. Freeze. You can get these four in a bundle for a good price at the McFarlane Toy Store. And here he is, next to the Kingdom Come Armored Batman and the Dark Knight's Metal Gladiator Batman. Then, next to the Duke Thomas Signal, Jake Garrick the Flash, and Connell Superboy. And now, next to the Walmart exclusive Gold Label Vampire Batman and Eradicator, here's this Joker, next to the Shazam 2 movie Shazam, and the Amazon exclusive Tim Drake Robin. And here he is, next to the recent Target exclusive Gold Label Deadman and Flashpoint Aquaman. Then, next to the Amazon exclusive Batman Family 5-Pack. And now, next to the two most recent McFarlane Mega Figures, Mongol and Frankenstein, here's Joker, next to the most recent McFarlane DC Gaming Wave. We have the Arkham City Sick Joker and the Arkham Knight Scarecrow and Red Hood. And here he is, next to McFarlane's Mortal Kombat 11 DC offerings, the Batman Who Laughs, and both versions of Joker. Then, next to the McFarlane Toy Store exclusive, Hush Superman and Rebirth Kid Flash. Now let's check him out next to the most recent McFarlane DC Multiverse Build-A-Figure waves. Here he is, next to the Target exclusive Crime Syndicate wave, collect to build Star the Conqueror. Then, next to the Speed Metal wave, collect to build the Darkest Night. And now, next to the Batman Arkham City wave, collect to build an undersized Solomon Grundy. And here are the Walmart exclusive gold label black and gray variants. Here's Joker, next to the third wave of Page Punchers. This is a Flash themed wave. We have Flash, the Atom, Heatwave, Grilly Rod, and both versions of Captain Cold. And here he is, next to the second wave of Page Punchers. This is based off Injustice 2, Supergirl, Dr. Fate, Batman, and Green Arrow. Then, next to the first wave of Page Punchers, this is a Black Adam themed wave. Batman, Superman, Constantine, and Black Adam. And now, next to some more recent Target exclusive figures, Ocean Master, and the 30th anniversary of Batman from Batman the Animated Series. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. And here he is, next to some more Target exclusive figures, Kyle Rayner Green Lantern from Changing the Guard, Defiance Deathstroke, the Black Adam movie, Black Adam with Throne, and the Justice League Endless Winter Wonder Woman variant. And finally, next to some more recent Walmart exclusive figures, Parallax Hal Jordan, Azrael Batman Armor, Speed Metal Dark Flash, and Rebirth Shazam. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you know what signs you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane figure, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work way smaller. And I'm going to include as many Joker figures as I can during these comparisons. Since we already checked him out with all the different McFarlane Joker figures, here he is, next to some more McFarlane toys. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane toys, all 7-inch scale. Then, next to some more McFarlane toys, these are from different various video game properties. And now, with some Jack-specific wrestling figures, here's Joker, next to the shoe that I wore to work today. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. Then, with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Joker figures. And here he is, standing with some NECA figures. Then, next to some Mattel wrestling figures. And now, with some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collective figures. Then, next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse Joker figures. And here he is, with some Mafex Joker figures. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts Joker figures. And finally, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. Overall, it is a very nice Joker figure, but personally, I'm not fond of the way the hair looks. I'm not fond of the missing eye. I'm not fond of the eye being permanently attached to his hand. It is cool if you want a representation of Joker from Infinite Frontier, but it's a very specific look that I won't be able to use in the majority of my action figure scenarios. That being said, it is still a very nice figure. I'm not a fan of the hair, but it is well done. They totally achieved the look they were going for. Sculpt and paint job are excellent. His accessory, the knife is good, but it's not a very good accessory for a Joker figure. His articulation is everything you would expect from a modern DC Multiverse figure. If I were to rate this guy, probably going to give him a 6 out of 10, only because the eye, the hair, if I weren't a completist, I would probably be able to skip this Joker figure because I have plenty of other ones. Still, it is a nice figure, and they did achieve exactly what they were going for. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.